Hello, and welcome to First Fruits Crochet. My name is Julia. Grab a project and let's crochet together. Okay, so for this video, I wanted to try doing the voiceover a little bit differently. I'm going to do my check-ins with each project as they appear within the video, and then with the remainder of the time of showing that particular project, I'll talk about whatever I want to. So this project is my reception wedding dress that I am making. Am I getting married anytime soon? Absolutely not. Do I even have a man in my life? No, I do not. But I'm making this anyway because it's really fun. The pattern I'm using, I will link it in the description. It's from another creator on YouTube. I actually did this wrong because the original pattern, she said that I'm supposed to go up a hook size from what is recommended for the yarn, and I went with the yarn standard hook size. So this is going to be really heavy. It's taken so much work that I kind of don't want to redo it. I'm so far in. I'm like a quarter of the way into this skirt and I don't want to start it over, but that's okay. The treble crochets are going to drape really well. I'm not too worried about it. If anything, going with this recommended hook size will give me more coverage. It's okay. So I'm just working on the skirt first. I don't know what I want the bodice to look like. I am using a 3.5mm crochet hook and I have doubled up a crochet thread to make this. Nothing major for this particular project, nothing scary or anything. Oh, for books, I did finally finish The Body Keeps the Score. Man, that took a while to finish, but it's done, and I gave it 5 stars. Even though it's not a perfect book, there are certain things in it that I don't really recommend. Like, I don't agree with the author on everything, which is totally okay, but I am really glad that I did finish it because the end was all about different types of therapy and their effectiveness. One was called something eye movement. I don't remember exactly what it was called, but it was supposed to be super effective and it was really interesting. And I wanted to look into getting certified in that, but I actually have to be a therapist if I want to get certified in that. I'm not going to be a therapist because that locks me in to only serve clients that are in my state. And if I'm going to be a coach or help people, I want to be able to not really have any borders to be able to do that. So I'm not going to be a therapist. Rapid eye movement desensitization. That's what that's called. If you have any interest in therapy or anything like that at all, look into that because it's super interesting and it's really effective apparently. So that's cool. Another thing that I've been working on. Oh, I got back into writing again. It took a little while, but I took quite a break because the current project that I was working on for creative writing, it is very heavy and I haven't researched the topic that I'm trying to represent well enough in order for me to be comfortable writing about that content. So I am holding off on that one. But the next project that I am pivoting to instead is animal fiction, and that's going to be fun. I'll just finish my thought and then I'll get into the next project. I'm going to write a story about crows, and it's going to be inspired by classic Grimm's fairy tales. And I'm super excited. There's still trauma because all of my story ideas that I end up writing have some type of trauma. So there's still going to be that in there. It's going to be geared more towards YA than the past story ideas that I've had, where they've been more young, like not young adult at all. They've been new adult. So I'm looking forward to this. I finally have a system that is going to work for me. And yeah, I feel like it's totally achievable and doable. Okay, on to the next project. This is a yarn storage bin. I think I made one in the last video. I still have more of this yarn, so I made some more. And this second clip that you'll see of me, I am singing along with Epic the Musical. I don't remember what song it is, but if you can read lips, then you'll probably know what song it is. I was just having a good time. I love the moss stitch. It is like my favorite stitch. I'm almost to the point now where I can do it without really looking at it, which I can do that with the granny stitch. That's super easy that I don't even really have to look at it. This one I'm getting so close that I could just do it. For these bins, there's nothing super complicated about them. I'm using a 6mm crochet hook and just like basic yarn. I don't know what all the yarn weights mean. I just know that a 6 millimeter crochet hook is too big for this bin because I wanted it to be stretchy and to be able to hold a lot, so I made it with a bigger hook. Um, for the moss stitch, I want to make a hexagon cardigan in the moss stitch. And I'm super excited because I have a bunch of green yarn that's just staring at me and begging to be a sweater. I still have that Tunisian sweater that I haven't finished yet, but we'll finish it in the next saga. Just check out my channel if you want to know what sagas mean, if you don't know, but it's fine. Also, I guess back to random things. Because, yeah, with this project, there isn't anything to worry about. I just love that stitch. I guess I'll keep talking about other projects. See, yeah, I started making a blanket inspired by the flood from Genesis. So it's kind of an apocalyptic blanket when you really think about it. But I wanted to make it because I have this rainbow yarn. It's Walmart's Rainbow Mist. And I just think it's so pretty and I love it so much. And I'm like, ooh. So I tried to make some rectangles out of it. And I'm only mentioning this now because you're going to see a little preview of it later. And I portioned out this yarn, so it's just little cupcakes of one sequence of the full rainbow. Because then it's an easy takeaway with me project. Because sweaters and blankets and anything else that I make tends to get really big. I'll just talk a little bit more about my crow story because I have a tiny little bit of time. Um, I, for a little teaser, if you're even at all interested in animal fiction, the first story in this world is going to be a romance between a crow and a magpie. And I'm very excited to write that. I'm like unbelievably excited to write that. I'll probably write that today. I might not get through the entire story of it today, but I will write it today, at least part of it. Because, oh, and it's inspired by Rapunzel. How fun is that? Oh my gosh, it's so fun. I'm so excited. And if you're anything like me, you're probably wondering how? How does that work? What is that going to look like? Exactly. That's the fun part. You don't get to see until it's published, which will probably be a while from now, but I'm excited. Um, okay, back to the next project. And then here's the storage bin all completed and put away, and all of the yarn inside, and a couple of the rectangles. For the final project of this video, I'm pretty sure it's the final project of this video, I am back to working on my aunt's sweater. And oh my gosh, I kind of am at the point where I hate working on this. I am tired of working on it. I'm tired of seeing it. But I know once it's done, I'll feel a lot better and I won't have to think about it anymore. So I'm just doing single crochets over the raw edges because I need to work into those raw edges and it's easier to do that when it's single crochets. So I was just working single crochets into that and that is so annoying to do. I don't like doing it. I don't. But I still have to do the bottom portion at the point of recording this voiceover and I don't want to do it. I'm looking right at the project and I just don't want to do it. So I might do that next week and this will just be a very slow finish of this vest that I don't want to do. I hope she likes it when it's done though, but yeah, it's okay. It is what it is. What else exists other than crochet? I don't know. Oh, I went to the bookstore because yes, apparently my personality is only yarn and books and that's it. That's all my channel is. Silly goose. Anyway, I went to Barnes& and Noble, and I usually hate young adult, just to be clear. I do not read young adult, but I did see a little table of young adult books, and I saw a fairy book from the Tinkerbell series of the the Queen Fairy, the Sun Fairy, and it's supposedly the love story between her and the Ice King, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I would so badly want to read that," because that I watched those movies when I was a kid, and at the time when those movies were coming out, I was probably a little bit too old for them, but I watched them anyway. And I liked that pairing and I want to read that book. So I found it on Libby and I'm going to listen to the audiobook when it's available. I have a hold on it right now. I wonder how far I am in that hold. I want to know, but it looked really good and I was excited. I am on hold for an e-reader version. I don't think they had the audiobook version, but that's okay. I can read it. I am literate, but let me see. I am third in line. There's currently one copy in use, and there are 3 people waiting. I started fifth in line. So that's cool. I do want to see if there's an audio version of this. The book is called Wings of Starlight, and I'm so excited. I hope it's actually good. It might be awful. If it is awful, I'll let you know, but I hope it's good. I have so many books on hold, but so many of them are just nonfiction. What is that? Oh, yeah. Almost all of them are nonfiction. I barely read any fiction. Oh, there it is. They do have the audiobook. Okay, placing a hold for that, and then I can remove the hold for the physical copy. Not the physical copy, the e-reader copy, because I just prefer listening to books. For my crow story, yeah, it is more young adult, but it touches on adult themes like family, where you belong in society, identity, who are you, who you were raised by, and stuff like that. Just to be clear, I'm not an SJW and I'm not left leaning, so even though all of those themes are very left nowadays, I think there's space for everyone to tell unique stories. I'm not intending for there to be any kind of like negative messaging or anything hurtful. So, yeah, it's just in the background right now. It's not even a full written story. That might be all I have for today's video. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.